We've all had moments in time, right, where something's not gone our way. You know, with the end of my ownership of the football club, and I end up losing 50, 60 million quid, the banking crisis comes down, and I've gone from being someone that's the golden kid that owns a football club at 31 years of age, put a team in the Premier League, to someone that's just lost his fucking 60 million quid in a football club, lost another 50 million quid elsewhere, and I'm walking around thinking I am an ultimate failure. Right? But it didn't break me. It just made me have more resolution and determination and the motivation to go, I'll see you again.
But the journey is as important as the destination.
Agreed.
So that feeling
Agreed.
of what happened to you, that emotion wasn't a 5-second conversation with yourself.
No. And so it was a period of time.
Yeah. So when I drew with Carlos de Leon, the journey was people who I didn't know in the street speaking about me in such a derogatory term.
Why did that bother you? Total strangers.
But you know what? It wasn't one. It was two. It was three. It was four. And they made it quite clear. You know, Nelson's such a wanker. You pick up a newspaper, kept seeing cartoon jokes about the fight. I think the best joke I saw was a guy was in a coma for 10 years and they put the Carlos de Leon and Johnny Nelson fight on. He woke up to turn the TV off to go back to sleep again. And so
That's quite funny though, isn't it?
It was funny. But what I'm saying is, but at the time I'm pretty sensitive. So at the time I'm thinking, you know what? That's somebody's son you're talking about.
Yeah.
That you're talking about somebody. So little things like that. I know if you're not into boxing, I'm saying to you, this broke me. I want you to understand how it makes you so paranoid about everything and everybody around you. I had sponsors like knocking on my door left, right, and centre saying, we want to give you this, that, and the other. The next day, so my mum's house was a council house. I thought, with the money, I'm going to buy her house for her. That's my first thing I'm going to buy. I bought a house for her. And about a week or so after the fight, I phoned the guy up that was all over me before the fight. And he was going to put all double glazing in the windows and everything.
And he gives you the hi hat.
And he said, I said, hey, it's Johnny, when are you going to send the lads around to fit the windows? He said, you what? He said, you've got no chance. I'm embarrassing with that. What kind of shit was that? He said, I'm sorry, son. Proper straight like that. You'll pay like everybody else. From being so nice and so respectful and so all over me before. And I can remember that phone call, I thought...
But it's good though, isn't it? Because what it does, it wakes you up, makes you realise that the only safety net in life you've got is your own arse, right?
That's why I say it was the worst and best stage of my life, because I'd realised what human nature can be like. And I realised how don't be suckered in, don't be fooled by what you see. You know, there's many types of love. I love you when the sun's out. When the sun's down and things are going bad, I don't want to know.
Well, it's like the rainbow. It's the umbrella and the sunshine effect. When you've got lots of money and you're being very successful, the banks will lend you lots of money.
Yeah.
When you've got no money and you need some money, they'll not be there. It's called the umbrella and the sunshine effect.
And that's what. So after that, once I start to make some money in boxing, and even now, when people are saying, I want to give you these gloves, I want to give you this tracksuit, I take it and I give it to everybody in the gym. Because what doesn't make sense is, why would you sponsor somebody that's already got money, that can afford it, and not sponsor a kid that's got nothing?
But that's the irony
of it.
But that's the irony of it, isn't it? When you're the person with the most money in the room, I found that everyone wants to buy you a drink, and you're the person that needs to be least bought a drink. And that's why I never took... And when I was with the football club and other businesses, people want to throw things at you. I never took anything from anyone, because I never wanted to be beholden to anyone. I never wanted anything from anyone, and I was going to get there because of myself.
And that's why. So now, Sam, I'm bitter at these people that I saw a nasty side of. I'm not going to say you said
you're not bitter now, are you?
No. It made me think to myself, I'm not going to be rude to you. I'm not going to be disrespectful to you. I know who you are. You don't have to. I know who you are. So therefore, it got to a point when I had stuff, and all of a sudden they think I've developed amnesia. Oh, we want to give you this, that,
but it's probably the greatest thing that ever happened to you.
It was.
Because it taught you a lesson about the reality of life.
Exactly. Now you asked me about that eureka moment for me. And mine was, I was sparring with the world light heavyweight champion, and I just battered him. Fabrice Teoso, his name was. I just battered him in the ring. It was raining. I remember I'm getting paid £100 a day. And now my confidence has come, thinking, you know what, John, you've been all over Europe. You're handling these boys. Watertight, it's pissing down with rain. And my bed set I'm staying at is across the road from the gym. There's a white limousine outside, stretch limo with a driver in, and a beautiful mixed race woman sat in the back with a little white poodle. I've been there a few weeks now. I'm like, saw this woman, like, damn. Anyway, so I smiled, and she smiled back. She wasn't smiling at me. She was smiling at Fabrice, because it was his missus. And he said, see you tomorrow, Johnny. Tapped me on the shoulder and got in the car. And I stood at the side of the road and watched his car drive off into the distance. And I'm in the rain. And I'm watching thinking, what? I've just battered him.
And he's in that.
And he's in that. And I'm walking there and so that point there, I said, Johnny, what is the difference here? And listen to me, when you're a sparring partner and you're on your own, you talk to yourself a lot because you've got to have a conversation with yourself to prepare yourself to get in the ring. And it's like a fight every day. And I said, Johnny, well, the difference between you and him is this. He can perform in public. You can't. Get your shit together. And that was my eureka moment. I thought, I am never going to lose again. And from that day onwards, I thought, the day when I lose, I'll be done.
You go from losing the Carlos de Leon fight to winning the next 6 fights, right? So you've come out of this really dark moment, right? And the world's going to hell in a handcart as far as you're concerned. Everyone's, you're treated like a pariah by people that once upon a time were wanting to wipe your backside.
Yeah.
I know what that looks like. I know what that feels like, right? And then you win the next 6 fights, and then all of a sudden, what? You reverse out this particular winning mentality and go and lose next 7 events. Would you consider yourself to be a journeyman at that stage? Because you start fighting heavyweights.
But people start calling me a journeyman. Right. And I think the reason why that patch happened because I fell out of love with the game. Because after I did the Leon fight, even though I'd won 6 straight fights on, nobody wanted to put me on. Nobody wanted, promoters had put adverts saying, I don't want Johnny Nelson on my show. Nobody wanted to know. So I had no money. So it's not like football where you get paid every week. You only get paid when you box. So I worked.
But why was this visceral reaction to you? I mean, I watched Joe Bugner and the accusations against Joe Bugner that he was a similar kind of character, all the talent, and never deployed, never put himself in a way of risk.
Yeah, and so all of a sudden the reality is it's not happening to somebody else; it's happening to me. I've got Brendan talking to me time after time. Johnny, listen to me. We'll get this right. He did little things like put an advert in the local newspaper
to get people to come and fight you.
Yeah, to get people come and spar. Yeah. These were confidence builders, but he thought, I need to get...
How's that a confidence builder? Basically, he's going out to the public and saying, roll up, roll up, roll up, see if you can beat the loser.
Yeah, exactly, because he knows the stick I'm getting. So he's put an advert in the local paper. Johnny Nelson appreciates the help of the Sheffield public and he wants your help for his next fight and he's willing to pay £750 a week if you will be his sparring partner for a week to help him prepare for the next fight. And I thought, another one of Brendan's stunts. This is a Friday night.
Right.
Sunday morning, I drive up Newman Road. There's a church across the road. The gym's on the other side. The road's packed full of cars. I thought, big service in the church. I walked in the gym. The door hit somebody. It was packed out. I'd still forgotten about this advert he put in the paper on the Friday. I thought, just Brendan's done. So I went up. I said, Bren, what are these people here for? He said, they've come to answer the ad.
To kick your ass.
And I'm like, then I turned around, because when I got upset, I used to cry. And so I'm thinking now, and I'm so angry. I'm like, oh my. He said, Johnny, go over there and get changed. So I walked around the other side of the ring and put my stuff on. I'm looking at all these people I've seen in the street, people I know. Jamie Reeves, world's strongest man. When I walked in, it was like a little nod. I thought, what are you doing here? What's he doing here? I'm looking at all these people thinking, you think you can do me? Yeah. Now I'm getting really angry. Right. And then Brendan got in the ring, he started talking, and then he got an envelope out of his pocket, pulled out 3 white feathers and said, does anybody know what this means? One guy put his hand up. He said, you give it to cowards in the Foreign Legion. He said, I've been receiving this every week since Johnny boxed Carlos de Leon. Could the person that sent this, is he here? Yes, I am. He said, and what are you doing here? He said, well, he's a coward. I felt ashamed to say I'm a Sheffield man. He's from Sheffield, made us all look bad. Tosser. But I'm there. I'm not in another room. And Brendan said, do you understand what you've got to do? He said, yes, I do. For 1 week, he said, 3 rounds a day. Right. Yes, I do. So now I'm thinking, how do I kill him? Do I knock him out? Do I hit him in the throat? Make him choke on his gum shield? Whack him in the ribs? Wind him? I want him conscious so he's in pain. Ding, ding, bell went. So I thought, I'm gonna whack him in his throat. I'm just knock him in his throat. I want him to be conscious and struggle. So this guy's like coming forward like Rocky and he's swinging. And then I'm thinking, I can't believe how bad you are. Yeah. But I just want one clean shot. I'm not even going to tap you and set you up. So I thought, the shot's there. I went to throw the shot. He put his head down. I whacked him on the forehead. And he went, whoa, whoa, whoa. Went down on one knee. No. I'm having none of this.
It's a bit of reality for me.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. But he's great boxing until he get hit. Whoa, I'm having none of this. And so he said, I've not come for this stuff. Took his head guard off. He pulled his gloves off, run out of the ring. But I'm mad now because I realised he's been sending the feathers. So I jumped out the ring. Brendan said, don't let Johnny Nelson out. Shut the door. So the fella got out. And I'm pissed now. And so I thought, all right, who else is getting in? So Jamie's like, Johnny, I just come to watch, mate. I was only came to watch. About 3 or 4 got in. They didn't last around. But then all of a sudden, everybody came to just watch. Now to me, that was a great lift for me to say, Johnny, you are not as bad as what they are telling you are.
Right.
Believe in yourself. I think I can fight any man in the street. When I was world champion, believe it or not, I believed I was the best fighter in the world. There's not many world champions now that believe they are the best fighter amongst 7.888 billion people on this planet. I believed I was.